What's going on, guys? So this is new for me. This is our first home, and I'm really excited. We got this unfinished basement. Normally, as most of you know, I'm a car guy, and why not? But down here, I'm gonna try to be a home DIYer guy now, and switch from car mechanics to house maintenance. But my plan, for the rest of you that know me as a drummer also, is I want to turn this side of the basement into a music room. As you can see, my band's got all their equipment here, and we've been practicing here. But what I'd really like to do is make a room. It's not going to be fully soundproof, I understand that, but I want to make a room as close to as possible, so that I can keep, my drums down here, or the band down here, and my daughter, and we have a second one on the way, can peacefully be upstairs watching TV without having to worry about the sounds. So I'm really excited. I don't know how many parts this video is going to be. It's obviously going to be several parts. But today and yesterday I brought home some rigid foam insulation. My goal is I'm going to start, I've already started putting up sound insulation up into the rafters, but I'm going to put rigid foam insulation against the walls, and I'm going to put them in the joist there, and basically try to get some of the heat. But then what we're going to do is I'm going to get some wood this weekend, and I'm going to start framing some walls. So today we're going to start easy. I'm going to start cutting down some foam, and we're going to go stick it up into the joists, and we're going to see if we can keep some better heat in the house. I'll do the whole basement with that, but for now we're also going to take the other insulation and we're going to glue it up against the concrete. So let's get started. So here we've already put some just some fiberglass insulation, and I'm going to put this pink in front of it, and I can already feel the cold air here, and here obviously I just put this up, but my goal is to prevent that cold air. So with these, I'm just placing that in there. Oh, this one's a little tight on the fit, but that's alright. We're going to cram it in there. Might have to cut this one down to size a little bit, but press it in like this one, and then from there I'm going to caulk it in there. So I'm going to get another piece, see if I can get one to fit in there, and then we'll get the caulk out, start caulking. So I can't just use a regular hand caulk gun. I've got, I went and bought a 20-volt DeWalt caulk gun. Sweet! And I'm using the PL3 300 foam board by Loctite. It was recommended by a lot of people. So we're gonna go ahead. Let's get this thing going. So it's the next day. All of the caulk has dried, and well, it turned out pretty decent, I'd say. I mean, I'm not the best caulk gun operator, but I've got a couple more to go. But it got pretty late last night. I started late, and then I'd do the rest of the house later. I just want to get this part for the drum room. So now I'm just going to tuck the insulation back up in there and move out some stuff so we can get going. So here's the bare wall. I took down the sound blankets. One of the reasons why I'm really excited to put up the foam insulation is I've already noticed how cold it is without those blankets. And I mean, the blankets aren't even really there for that. They're here for the sound. So I brought my thermometer here, And looking at this, it is only, I don't know if you can see that or not, 53 degrees. Let's see, can you see that? There's 53 degrees on this wall. So I'm hoping with the, let's see, this side still has a blanket, hold on. And that side's 55. So I'm gonna put the insulation up and we'll see how much different the wall is once you put the insulation up. But I can already feel a crazy difference. It's actually fucking cold down here, and I got goosebumps. Normally it's not this cold at all. With the insulation up, I'm now at 61.8 was my high right there. 61 and a half, 7. So around almost 62 degrees. So 61 and a half degrees. That is just awesome compared to the other day when I did the concrete alone. So what a difference. So what really sucks is I don't have any room to put my drums anywhere. So we are going to try to build these walls not in place and lift them, but literally right in place. So it's a little bit more of a pain, but it's just something you gotta cope with. I just don't have anywhere in my basement to put all of my drum collection. So, cutting down some 2x4/8 and getting ready, marking all of our stud placement using treated for the floor base and just bright for everything else. But we'll see what happens. This is pretty crazy. I apologize that normally I'm a huge DIY guy and I like to show step by step everything, but I have another guy helping me out here, and he's not so much into DIYs and doesn't want to let me set up the camera and do video. He just wants to get things done. So, I got some free time because I'm doing some work before the electrical. thought I'd give you a quick show of what's going on so far. As you can see, we've put up all 4 walls. I even have my doorway frame mocked out here. You can't really see it, but this side we're going to start hopefully this weekend. This side is going to be a storage unit, basically, and then here's my music room. And then we're actually going to put up another wall right here, and we're going to do a block off into my wood shop. So basically, why don't I grab the camera and I'll put you inside, and let's kind of show you what's going on. So here you can see the door frames, one going into the storage room and the other coming down into my music room. But everything is basically bolted up. I have self-tapping screws going into the, not sure if you can see that or not, going into the beams. And between the beam, you can see this pink layer. I have some sill seal. Oh, here you can see it hanging right here. I put that in there, help with some of the vibration, because that beam is just going to ring. We are going to have a little bit of trouble. There's another beam here, right in the middle of the wall, and that beam right there, but that's okay. So let's go inside. So it's a little bit of a mess. I keep working around the band equipment and my own equipment, but for right now, I just put up some acoustic sound blankets. They have been working great. As you can see here, this side with the concrete, got all the insulation up and the wood up. But yeah, I just got sound blankets going around the sides. Sorry again for the mess. Got my cymbal trees all in the way. At this side, framed around the window. But the plan is, here is the room. Not bad so far. So we're gonna run 6 can lights up in the ceiling. Switch this out. And on the walls, you can see there's some blue tape here, and you'll see it all around. Here's some more blue tape. And every, 4 feet? Every 4 feet, those are going to be my electrical outlets. So there'll be plenty of outlets in this room. There's some more. Eventually, I want to bring my my computer desk and my computer down here, and I want to get some recording software and some microphones, and bring my Yamaha Maple Custom here. Keep maybe my PDP set up, or set up my pork pie, and do some recording. But here's the room. It's getting there. Now I got to pull all these blankets down just to make it easier for running all the electrical this week. Actually, we're going to do it later this week. But I thought I would share this so far, this progress. I think I might post up what I got now and do a part 2. Part 1, I really just wanted to do some installation, but it took no time at all, and we got some walls up real fast. So again, I apologize that don't have much video on this, showing actually how we did it with the limited space. I couldn't find anywhere to set all of my drum sets and all my gear, so we couldn't build the walls and place them up. We had to literally build the walls on site. We're not using anything special. We got 2.5-inch anchors going into the concrete. We're running 3-inch construction screws into all the bright lumber, and 3-inch construction screws that are coated into all the treated lumber on the bottom base plates. And boy, so this is it. So I'm gonna start taking stuff down, and I'll do another video once the electric is all finished, and I'm gonna start putting up all the insulation in the walls. On the sides that are against the concrete wall, I'm gonna run 1 layer of 5/8 drywall, and on the side wall, the back wall, and the ceiling, I'm gonna run 2 layers of 5/8 inch drywall. So I guess stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching this part. We'll see you again.